most something, but it's the most something I've ever seen. That is fantastic. I want this to be my new logo. I want this thing to come through on all my videos as like the introduction to all my videos from now on. Fear the purple rainbow unicorn duck.
Gamer Dad said, Observer, you will have to visit eventually. I'm on Spine. I'm on Spine, but Serenity server.
Ah. Oh yeah, we do a lot of that too, on stream and not in stream. we run around and visit people. And by the way, 'cause I don't know how many people that goes out to. First of all, these videos, usually they get out, or these streams, they go up on YouTube afterwards. That's why they're pretty much exactly 4 hours long. And that's also why I only do them in the weekends, because I can't put that much stuff on YouTube. Mostly on YouTube I do tutorials and reviews. But for these streams, some people have been contacting me to come visit them. Actually, quite a few people do that, and I will happily do that during streams, because we need content for the streams really, and it's cool to go look at people's stuff. But you have to tell me during the stream, because I can't remember who lives where and what when you tell me on Facebook and Twitter and everything. So just if you're in the stream and you want to have a visitor, wait until we're running out of things to do, and then usually we go visiting people. So just let us know in the chat.
There is another way, you know, which we don't really seem to think about very often.
What
but
is that?
You can actually post information using the in-game post.
Oh yeah, that's true. You can use like the mailbox to send me coordinates and stuff. But I have to be sure that whoever lives there is there during the stream, because you can give us a tour, and it's kind of, you know, if you're gonna have a bunch of people come trample down your stuff, it's cool to be there to show you around and stuff. And we might.
If it's going via post, it's more or less with the idea that it will be for another stream. Might be me, but I'm not getting any sound from your voice there.
What, me? No, I didn't say anything.
That's better, that's better.
I was reading chat again. Oh, there's now a way up here out of arrows and holes. Yay, I'm gonna use that hole to go. Hello. Starting to take shape. I haven't looked at everything that is here now, but the middle floor is good. Whoever made those new entrances, thank you very much. This looks much better. It's a much more practical way.
By the way, Kimball and crew were digging down to the
center of
the core of the Earth.
Oh.
Yeah, and he says, beep, beep, beep. Me and Penfold have made the bottom of the map, guys. And apparently earlier he said something about the fact that there used to be fog when you got near the bottom, but that seems to have disappeared now.
No.
They were the pulverizer crew.
Pulverizer crew. The adventures of the pulverizer crew. Is this what you were talking about?
Oops, apparently the third floor has gone quickly. Let's have a look. What's been put on the third floor?
Yeah, I had to jump up here now and have a look again. With the flaming orbs here. There was a question I caught. Let's see. Someone asked if they donate, if they will get something or other. I don't know what it was.
I didn't understand that.
No,
understand that one.
I assume I have like on Twitch I have a donate button, and I put that there like 2 days ago because I'm not really an experienced Twitch streamer. I do it. I really enjoy it, but I haven't been doing it for long. I put it there because that's what Twitch streamers do, basically. So if you have a lot of money and you want to stuff them somewhere, might as well be here, and I'll use it to get access to new games and such. But it's not necessary, and I don't have any prizes specifically for whoever donates. I will put like a donation wall or anything. But these competitions I'm talking about, they have their own rules, and so there's no way to buy your way into those, basically. The donation is just, if you have too much money and you are in love with me, then you can send it to me. Otherwise, nope, no special reward.
I think you should make the moo sound that you're refusing to do if someone donates. That's me being really, really bad.
I might come up with like maybe I will sell out more later when I when I have a plan of how much I want to sell out. But
oh, we want to hear the moo. We want to hear the moo.
Nope.
You've got to do it.
There's no moo.
Come on, guys. Let's somebody donate something to make him moo.
I never said I would moo if someone donated anything. That's I don't know what this is.
He never said that. We'll just kick him in the shins if he doesn't.
Which is okay. Let's talk about something else. I'm very confused by this. I feel like I'm in some kind of weird DNA on these balls here. Don't
they look smooth though?
Yeah, but yes, but isn't this just regular orbs? Isn't this like the?
No, you can size. Surely.
Oh, how did I get the shot?
Maybe.
I think it's just regular size orbs. Yeah. It is normal orbs. It's the biggest one. But there's a cool material on them.
Being set on fire now. Got little torches all around them.
Oh, let's see. There's one thing downstairs I forgot to look into while I was there. Hold on, be right back. Because I spotted it and then I was distracted.
While you're going downstairs, I just want to answer to Vernon, who says, "Can you copy these things?" That's the. Explain it. Yeah.
Hold on. What? Sorry.
To Vernon says, "Can you copy this stuff effectively?"
Yes, you can. That's the whole point of this Swapmeet here. So basically, everyone has building rights on this claim. So you just select whatever you want. You press Control C. That way, it's sort of in your cache, like in Windows and anything. And then you go and create a new template for it. So I saw something was doing some sculpting over here. I wanted to have a look at those. We have a dog and maybe a wolf or a bigger dog. And we have I don't know what this is, but it looks like a walking duck. And a squirrel. And the squirrel is 2D, so this squirrel can probably be pasted into a wall. This is cool. Awesome. Okay, I'm coming back on up top again now to look at things I haven't seen.
Cool little floaty island.
We have yet another one of these walls now.
It's nice to see just where these walls are going, because there's now not really just one, there's a lot of them.
I like how this is organized. Actually, I want this wall too now.
There's a lovely pagoda up here, it's beautiful.
Yeah, can whoever made this wall, can you place it like towards the edge of the thing, so it's not in the middle of the room, please? It's one of those tall things. So, but this, I don't know if these shapes are in the other wall or in the other toolboxes, but I like it. It's and it's organized in a very nice, overviewable way. This is neat. Oh, Stanley is going off for lunch. Take care, dude. Oh yeah, the jumping puzzle. So, sorry, okay, so this is one of the things I haven't seen if anyone has sent me chats other than that. I don't know. So later on today, depending on what we're doing, whoever is in stream here, I'm gonna probably invite everyone that I know that has yeah, we're probably gonna do that now because I think we're through like the initial content here. Oh, what time is it? Yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna jump out in the regular channel on our TeamSpeak here, so everyone can talk. Just so you guys know, that's so we're gonna hang out there now and just talk about whatever to do with this. If you have any feedback, that okay with you, Gemma?
That was the point of it, so that people could hang out when we weren't in Twitch. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not going to drag a bunch of people in here. I'm more going to just jump back out to the other channel, and if it gets too loud, I'll jump back in here for a moment.
Mm.
So, hola.
Hey, Observer.
Hello. All right, now everyone can talk, and I'm not going to announce the channel. Oh, look at this. So how are you guys all at the Swapmeet?
I am.
Awesome. And I see more people are coming in here. I think I'm gonna pull Gemma back up here.
Yes, man.
There we go. No, hold on, I can't pull her. Just a second.
Wow, what is that?
In
Hey, man.
game as well,
Hey,
which
Gemma.
is good.
Gemma.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wasn't in this channel. I jumped up in the other channel. I had no idea what we were talking about.
I was just telling them about the Observer chat channel in game, which you type /join Observer.
Right.
But we don't actually use it whilst the stream is going on, just because there's too many different things to look at. But at other times, the TeamSpeak channel and the Observer chat channel are always available.
Gemma, can you join us in the other room there? Because I can't
Sure,
drag you.
will
You're
do.
too much of a
Yep.
boss.
I'm too bossy.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
There we go.
Hi, I'm here.
Cool.
Yay!
Gemma is too big of a boss for us to be. Or I couldn't drag her up here.
This
This room.
You couldn't
I'm
boss her
too
around.
bossy.
Can you join us in the other room there? So let's see. Now I'm just going to identify who has feedback here, because someone had feedback. All right. If just for you guys, since we're a lot of people in here now, like feel free to chat and everything, like we always do.
Yeah.
If anyone is not wearing a headset and has a microphone near their speakers, that's not optimal for a stream with multiple voices. So if that's the case,
Yeah, I should warn against that, because that's the next thing I'm going to do. I'm going to force the landmark section of this TeamSpeak and the well, not the observer one, but the landmark section of this speak. I'm going to set it so it forces you to have a headphone.
What?
Oh no!
How do you do that?
Oh, they're just various settings. TeamSpeak's really good like that.
Evil program.
Really?
Evil
You can do
wicked
that?
program.
Evil wicked Jabba, you mean?
How does it know if you have a headset and not a regular thing connected?
I think it has something to do with the background noise and detecting it always.
Alright.
Time to hack your settings then.
Hi, Caesar.
There is, yeah, there is.
If er een rondje talks, you get like this echo and see.
So Snitch, you have a bit of low volume and you have a little bit of electric interference. Someone else has a bit of feedback. I couldn't catch who it was. Anyways, so this is an experiment. What is you guys? So like, does anyone have favorites here yet that we found in the Swapmeet? What do you guys vote for so far?
Rubber ducky.
Rubber ducky, yeah, I kind of agree.
Yeah, the
And
duck is
this
the
one
best.
more.
Which one?
These
The
these
news
arches
one.
over here.
Oh, welcome, Bremilov, by the way.
Who made
Hello,
the?
everyone.
Hello. Who made the
Hello,
rubber duck?
Caesar.
That was Ramag, I believe.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's one of Ara's neighbors.
Awesome.
I really like the corner counts here in the corners.
The tunnel things?
No, it's a couch. It's for
Oh, corner couch.
Yeah, where I'm standing.
R-
It's on the top, the
Top one.
top layer. Yeah.
Yeah, those look pretty.
What happened to the hole in the? Oh, there it is. I like these. I like these holes that someone made in the walls here, so it's possible to get up. Oh, almost. If I could. Dang it!
I'm Cesar Khan, by the way.
Oh, hey man. Welcome to the world of voice.
Yeah, I had a question about the Swapmeet. I don't know if you people saw the question up there. If someone do have a sculpted hand, that would be kind of nice if you could put that down.
Ah, a hand.
Oh, I missed that one.
I've seen a hand. Actually, I ran past the
What,
claim.
here?
No, I think he wants one. If someone has a hand, if someone has sculpted a hand somewhere, how do you want that hand? Is it like holding an orb upwards kind of thing, or like giving it a finger, or?
Upstretched, palm up.
Okay, so if anyone has a hand that goes like this, then please, we need it. I did see somewhere at one point like a whole claim that was. Oh, here's the corner couch. The whole claim was like held up by four hands, like this, holding like a floating island kind of thing up in the air. The entire claim. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, because what I'm planning for my build is to have like 4 hands holding up like that, coming up from each corner with I'm gonna sculpt the arms for the hands myself. I just haven't figured out how to sculpt a hand like that yet, so...
How
Right.
big do you need this hand to be? Look at it. Look at the average character height and say I need it to be 3 character heights or 4. What sort of size?
Yeah, that doesn't really matter. It's just that I need a hand for it. I can make it fit whether the size doesn't matter so much, and also I can, if I had a hand sculpted in front of me, I could probably figure out more how to do one on my own.
Ah.
Okay.
Also, just from chat, Kimball, thank you. I know who Jimmy Monk is. I've seen some of his streams. I don't know the guy, but it seems nice. So if those guys are coming over here to the Swapmeet too, it will should be a lot more people all of a sudden and more stuff. So that'll be cool. Hope they come over. Yeah, actually, regarding that with the hands and sculpting and everything, sculpting is one thing I really haven't been looking into that much. I just noticed something. Let me get off on that tangent afterwards. This looks like brain mass.
Yeah, I was thinking the same.
Yeah, do you know, I didn't see that at first, but yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
That's weird. Does that go for any, like when you put an orb and a raw material, is that all gonna look like brain? And in which case, do we have any pink ore or skin colored ore? We have...
Oh my god, it's cracked.
It's got the red one, right? Rubicite.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm not gonna spend the rubicite on anything. This is rare.
So
Grayish.
if I jump back to the Observer channel, would that still be heard by everybody or not?
Nope.
No, right, okay.
Turn my game sound off because else it would generate feedback noise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know your
Unless
channel's
you have
still,
headphones.
you know your channel's still running, right?
What, the Observer channel on TeamSpeak, you mean?
Your Twitch, it's still running.
It's supposed to. We're still streaming.
Oh.
Yep, that's the thing. We're still streaming for another 1.5 hours in the ordinary time frame, and then we're just gonna keep going for as long as we want afterwards. But that's the YouTube part.
Right.
So this will still go up on YouTube. I'm just gonna see how long we can hang out in a channel together before it becomes too much of a mess that I have to go back to the other one again. You're going nicely so well. What was I about to talk about here?
Well, you went on from brains.
No, that was.
Oh
that was,
wow, that one really
Hands.
does look like brains.
yeah, there was
You,
sculpting.
you needed something that was pinkish. Try raw amaranthine. It's quite pink.
Is that
I've got
like?
it selected, I can try something.
No, please don't build a Krang from Turtles.
Yes. That'd be awesome.
Build a Tetradrome would be kind of awesome.
Tetradrome. I have no idea what that is. It sounds like geometry.
The base that you know the base that Krang hangs out in Turtles.
It does require a lot, by the way. I don't have the amount of materials.
I'm a little off on my Turtles encyclopedic knowledge at the moment. It's been like 20 years since the last time, but since I watched that.
Yeah, I just been rewatching it some time ago, just for fun.
That's what they all say. But what I was... Oh, there we go. Someone is doing something evil with that orb. What I was talking about before that is anyone here a competent sculptor? Because if so, I would give that person, and this goes for chat too, if you're in the chat and you're in the game too. If you're a competent sculptor, you can teach us a bit about, like, maybe make like a person or something. I don't know. Make a sculpture and show us. I'll give you... Okay, wide-eyed is making noises. We shall block wide-eyed. Hold on. How do I do this?
What material was that, by the way? Was that copper?
The orb is copper, if that's what you mean.
Yeah.
Actually, there is space here, so anyone that is a sculptor. There's a little sculpting competition going on the top floor in the center area now. If anyone is a good sculptor, not too huge things. Let's see who can make a decent sculpture. not gigantic. Something within this space in the center here. Evil FX is making a living sculpting in real life. Not really tried freeform sculpting in game. Well, this is a good time to start. I have. I'm planning to go visit someone that is a very good in-game sculptor in a stream later this week. She couldn't be here today. She works on these hours when we stream, but she can make some awesome things. I was over there the other day and looked at it. She also has a stream. I'll post a link to that afterwards because I can't remember the name of the stream at the moment.
Who would that be then?
I don't have the name of the stream now. I'll put it up on YouTube.
All right. I thought you were going to say something like Schrödinger cat or something.
No, I don't know that she sculpts. I actually don't know Schrödinger cat. I just seen her videos. Or some of them. Most of them probably. Ah, there we go. Jimmy Monk is down here. Let's say hello to him, guys. That's another streamer. Probably
Hello,
brought his crew over here.
Jim Mini Monk.
So it's nice to have another streamer over here. There's probably going to be more people here. They probably have no idea what the rules are though, so... Well, they do. Actually, there's no complicated rules. You just play stuff and take stuff. But the rules is don't explode anything within the area. That's pretty much the rule.
Well, me and my diamondite addiction should get out of here then.
Yep.
I'm confused now. Did you make the general landmark? Did you make the general landmark channel what's being heard over in Twitch now?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know. Okay, now I understand. Finally, penny drop.
So yeah, no, yeah. So basically, the stream just picks up whatever I'm hearing. So I don't have to do any modifications. I'm just, if I swap channels, that's what the stream will hear.
Hey, Observer, there's like this little dome over here that looks like yours, but smaller.
Oh yeah, it looks exactly. Yeah, that's the miniature observatory that someone was talking about the other day. That is sort of what I'm gonna do too. This thing there is just, mine is a bit more sizable, and I didn't model it. See, here's the thing, I haven't modeled it originally with these shutters on because of how that would smooth with the rest of it. So I'm going to make those separately. That's probably going to be later on today actually. I'm going to make those separately using the vacuum technique so that I can copy them onto the rounded surface there.
Can't you copy it without doing it the vacuum way?
No, because then I would copy the whole, see, like it would be a square box of air, solid air sort of underneath.
Yeah.
I would cut a hole. So because of that technique, that vacuum technique is so useful for things like that when you want to add things onto each other. I see 2 participants so far in the... Oh, here's a gigantic chain. That's pretty cool. However, using said technique from before though, you can now do chains as... Oh yeah, here we go, here's a better example. This you can do using the vacuum technique. Or the zero voxels. Zero data voxels, zero volume.
Can you talk about where we are again? A few more people have come on, of course.
Let's have a look. Yes, we are, for everyone here, we are on Satisfaction EU on Spine, and we're pretty much straight north of the spire. Satisfaction, EU, Spine. And an easy way to get here would be to just add me as a friend, Observer, or Gemma, which is Chief Archon, and jump over here if you want to copy stuff. There's furniture and nasty brains and decorations. Maybe we will have some sculptures. There are many things for sales. Floor tiles, pink ducky rainbow things with unicorn horns, stars, catapults, tool tables. We have everything.
Just missed beer.
Yeah, well, I saw a bottle of something over here before. Where's that? Was it downstairs?
The bottom floor, I think.
Yep, here's a bottle of something. I don't think it's beer. It looks more like it would be olive oil, but let's see. I'm wondering about something. I'm gonna do something here.
A question, if I may.
Go ahead.
The ladder you placed on the side before people made those useful holes, did you make those with microvoxels or?
I did in fact not make them, but they are microvoxels, yes. Those were given to me
right.
by Natasha, which is also a streamer, by the way. They visited me the other day. And these are pretty nice though, I like them, these ladders. They work, and they're pretty small. Can in fact work.
Could you make them wider by placing some next to each other, or would they warp?
Yeah, I haven't really been playing around. I tried initially and it completely messed them up, so I'm not gonna do that again. I'm gonna place like a one piece of them here. Let's see. Getting crashed again. Crap. I don't know why. That was a very instant crash. By the way, Jimmy, I saw you wrote something to me. I wasn't sure if it was for the whole stream to read, so that's why I didn't read it out loud or show it on stream for a long time. I'll have a chat with you later if there's anything. And we're on our way back in.
Yeah,
You know,
by the way, where is the Chief Archon name coming from?
That's for you, Gemma.
Yep, there.
Oh, there we go. I have some friends request. There we go. There we go.
When you say where's it coming from, do you mean where did I get the Chief Archon name from?
Yeah.
Ah, right. Well, two places really. One, an Archon was a Roman governor, and two, from an actual game called Vampire the Masquerade that I used to play in.
That's an awesome game.
Ah.
I used to play live in that, and I was the only player in the London game, well, the England game in fact, that actually got to make it to one of these powerful Archon vampires. They are the police of the vampire world.
Yeah, I know. I played it as well. So I just.
Did you play in the?
Oh.
I just played the PC version, so I can't claim to be part of that.
Are you talking about the old school like Masquerade Redemption?
Yeah,
or
that's
Bloodlines? Okay.
No. Old school Masquerade.
Okay.
Before they messed it up with.
Why isn't there a laying down type emote? /Neil. Like, what can you do with a hammock when you can't lay down? Oh, hey, Woby. I've seen you around here before. I just, you know. That's a cool outfit, by the way. I haven't seen those.
Okay, besides this cup, I am going to give up sculpting for now.
Oh, let's have a look at your cup. Let's see if I can get up there. No, this hole doesn't work. I'm going back to my ladder.
What's that? My character looks like a pirate woman. Where's that? You mean in the game, Kimball?
Speaking of which, here comes someone I know that actually gave, which is invisible. There we go. That gave me the ladder, Natasha.
Oh, cool.
Welcome.
Jiminy Monka. That sounds like an interesting game. He says there was a game in Atari called Archon like chess, but with animated moves. Oh my goodness! Yeah, I remember that. Very old. We're talking very old here.
Which one? Archon like... Oh. Cool,
Was
let's
that
see.
its name? Oh wow.
Awesome. Oh, here we go. Are we... Is this... I can't see what this is yet. Is it the beginning of the hand?
Feeble attempt at making a hand. I thought I'd try ZBrush type technique and stick loads of globules and then to sculpt them later.
I think at least the method of making the palm of the hand is to make a sphere, then basically cut out part of it.
That's what I'm actually making at the moment, is a hand, but making it via blocks first.
We need
right.
some hands like this, guys. So if anyone is a good sculptor, there's a competition to do a hand like this, and the prize is absolute jack shit. There's nothing, but we're gonna see if anyone can do
use
this.
my cup as a prize.
Yeah, you can get this cup as a prize. We want to see, and the competition goes on in the central area. It says see if anyone can do a proper hand. This size that Gemma is working on here, I think, would be good. Sculpting. My
Beam Stray says, are there text signs in Landmark?
text signs. Yeah, there's sort of homemade ones. You have like the inlay techniques that you can use to do that. You have a gigantic axe, or is it a Batman? Is it a Batman symbol, or is it an axe? Okay, while we're up here, I'm just going to go through some info again. While we're looking at if anyone wants to sculpt. Remember, everyone has building rights here. So everyone can do anything, including destroy, so don't do that. We are located on Satisfaction EU, straight north of the portal. Showing the map now. You want to come here and trade things, you don't have to ask for permission, you just copy whatever you want. We have multiple layers of stuff. Regarding the channel and everything, if you scroll down on the Twitch page, there is links to the YouTube channel where I do tutorials and reviews and post these videos up afterwards from the streams. I'd appreciate if you follow me there. If you need a lunar anklet or a beta key, there's a competition going on Facebook, and there's the rules. If you just join my Facebook page there, you can see what's going on. And who is that with anyways, so join up on Facebook there to see those. If you're gonna buy the game or you want to someone you know is going to buy the game, please use my promo code. That way I'll get more stuff to give away to you guys. And the promo code can also be found in the bottom here and on my Facebook page. So scroll down to see that. And that will be more lunar anklets and stuff like that for you guys as well. That's it. Now, how's the sculpting going here? I'm not satisfied with the amount of participants here. Oh, there we go. Here's someone starting to participate. The competition is sharpening up. Here we have a giant hand over here.
Doing my best, but we'll see.
Awesome. Motherly Natures is back on. Awesome. How you been? Haven't seen you. I've only seen your name when you're about to leave the stream recently. So say hi when you come in here, or say hi like 15 times so that we notice it, please. I'm done with my rant now. Gemma, say something. Someone say something.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
I think the hand is going to be one of the most difficult things to construct. It's kind of hard, the proportions.
Yeah,
So we have like
yeah, hands are like...
there seems to be multiple types of schools of thoughts in going into this project here. This is not a hand, right? This is something else. This is more like a, I don't know what this is. But here we're going at it with the blocky method, and we have some people going at it from making orbs and then deleting things from the orbs, and here we have like a combination of the two.
Yeah, it's fast turning into the hand competition. Hands are not easy.
No, absolutely not. I haven't tried it. I've yet to really try my luck with that stuff, with sculpting in general. Madman Moose, welcome, ladies and jelly spoons. Okay, whatever that means. Awesome. Natasha, hello, welcome to the stream. Hi 15 times, excellent. I put up your ladders over here, by the way. I had to extend them a bit. Natasha, if you have those, you had some stairs that were like you're missing something on them. Do you have the fixed version of those templated? I might actually need to make another floor here. Let's see. Wolfland in-game chat
about
says,
that time
sorry.
for another floor.
Yeah, let's see how much we have. Wolfland says in-game, awesome Swapmeet. Thanks, dude. That's I hope everyone enjoys it. I certainly am. I haven't copied anything yet, so I hope things are not being deleted, because I'm probably going to run around and copy stuff afterwards. Okay, template the whole freaking thing.
Yeah, no deleting stuff.
No. I don't know if there's space for more here. Let's see.
RB blocker. I'm just going to call you Jacob. Hi. Says hi. Yo, Mikey DK. Mikey DK says hello. Oh,
Hey, Mikey. Hello. Rebecca, yes. Awesome. It looks like... Oh, there we go. There's the stairs. She showed me these stairs the other day. These are pretty cool. And as I understood it, these were also made with using the old smoothing tool, right? There's some like glitches here, but I'm very familiar with these types of glitches. This is the kind of thing that you could potentially, with enough work, get rid of using these new tool benches that we're talking about. So that's a project for someone. Someone asked how to use those before. Well, that's one of the things. This toolbox here, I haven't really... I'm gonna copy this for sure because it's organized well. You can't see it that well here now, but it's hidden behind here and it has a lot of shapes. I'm gonna make a little floor, but as you can see, I don't have a lot of space, so it's going to be a mini floor on top where you can't build tall things. So I'm going to drag another floor on top here. If I have enough stone. I don't know if I do. Let's find out. It's gonna be the top orb there might struggle. We shall see. Okay. Bless you.
I had to sneeze and I accidentally pushed the button. Sorry.
No worries. People sneeze. It's part of, I don't know, nature.
Yeah, by the way, everyone, remember, if you want to get here, friend someone that's here. You can friend Observer, you can friend myself, and just port to us. It's the easiest way to get here, really.
Yeah. You know, I'm not going to make a full floor. I'm going to make a half floor here with this.
I'm going to just put my name in the stream so you know how to get there.
Yeah. So send a friend request to me or to Chief Archon, and you can port to us. Dang it! Keep pressing the wrong thing. Selection box. I'm gonna make a half, like one of the claims into another floor, the other one not. And I entirely messed it up, I believe, but no, it's fine. It's a bit more than one of the claims. Anyways.
Took away my light.
Sorry. We needed more space.
I know. So much swapping.
He knows, he just doesn't forgive you.
Exactly.
Did I mess something up here? Or did I, because I wanted to go away from this here. Whatever this is. No, it works. So now if anyone needs any more space for... Remember, this additional floor here now does not have a whole ton of height to it. You can't paste very tall things onto it. I'll make an indicator.
I'm at 3 frames per second now.
3 frames per second?
Yeah, I've crashed twice, so I just set my settings all the way down and it runs fine now.
Yeah, I'm not having... well, I crashed a couple of times, but I'm not having any frame issues, really, compared to before.
You know what, I just looked up as well, I'm at 7 frames per second. I'm not having any problems, though, weirdly. I'm going to crash soon, I must be.
Something with 13 to 20 frames per second here. Which I absolutely wasn't before, so who knows.
So down to 3 frames per second.
3 frames per second. And turn down your... or if you haven't, I mean, turn down your stuff a little bit. For those of you who are sending friend requests, you can also, if you want to hang out with us when we're not streaming, or you know, in general, you can type in /join Observer. That is one way. Then you will be part of this little channel we have here. Not really sure why. It's just called Observer because it's the first thing that came to mind when we did this way back, and then it stayed like that. So maybe we come up with something more appropriate later, but for now it's just called Observer. So you can join that channel and chat with us.
Probably all the flames. I'll see whether mine speeds up if I just knock the particles down.
Hold
I think
on.
with a little bit more work, this hand would actually be, you know, kind of getting there. But it's so much work.
Let me see. I'll have a look at that. After, like, a little bit later in the stream, Gemma will also post the details to our TeamSpeak, which you can also come hang out with us out of stream normally. I mean, obviously you can hang out in stream too. At a certain amount of people, I will have to limit that. But when we're not streaming, you can come hang out with us there, so that'll be fine. But we're not gonna give it our. Gemma, you just give out those TeamSpeak details whenever you feel like it.
Okay, we'll do.
Let's see. Which of the hands we're talking about here? Oh,
The one I'm floating next to.
there we go. It's a bit cartoony, but it's getting there.
Yeah, thanks.
Looks a little alien, or like someone chopped off most of the fingers.
Need longer fingers, yeah.
Or I mean, the thing is, like, the thumb is unproportionally long compared to the other fingers, I think. If that is the thumb, I think. You were attached, this is the thumb, right?
Yeah, that should be the thumb.
Yeah, and the thumb is the longest finger he has. So that's why it looks a bit alien, but yeah. It actually reminds me of Spore. Talking about,
Yes.
you know, those hands in Spore? Motherly Nature says, I would like to make some bug wings, but I don't know where to start. What should I do?
I was just about to read that one out to you. I thought that'll stump him.
Why bug wings? So not like angel wings or anything, but like, I don't know, fly wings?
I think this is the winning hand so far. Here, over here. It's good.
We have a good hand here. Oh, there we go. Snitch. Yeah.
I didn't make it.
Who made this? You know, it's not offensive. It's like that old like Mac pointing finger thing. That's what it is. And then here we have something that can that looks like it's on the way to becoming pretty good. Just needs a little bit of detailing and smoothing. And we have. Did you give up on this?
Something to say to you.
What? Okay, go.
Yeah, Kylan says, to get silver and iron these days, which tier map do you guys recommend? 2 or 3? Not been farming for it since the patch.
2.
Yeah, 2, definitely.
For sure. There is a post on if you read the latest update notes from on the forums, on the official forums, there's an update notes section of those forums, and there's a dated update notes. Read the latest one, and you will see where everything is paired up with each other, and you can see like which tier resource it is. So iron being a tier 2 resource will be located in tier 2 zones.
Mind you, tin's tier 3, so it will be in tier 2.
Yeah. Well, that might have changed actually those tiers. Hold on, no. They've linked identical tiers up with each other. So iron is now together with tin. So is iron a tier 3 resource?
No, that can't be right because iron's a tier 2.
I like this. This hand is going to be cool too, I think, once...
No, instead of actually getting tin and copper together, you're now getting iron and tin together where it used to be silver.
Yeah. And silver is now together with something else. Can't remember what it was.
Silver is together with iron now. It's at the end of an iron hand.
No, it's been changed to
Yeah.
tungsten.
Yeah,
Oh
tungsten.
yeah, correct. Yeah.
Iron and tin is together. Copper is solo. Copper has sometimes what's it called? The agata, the orange crystal thing at the end of the vein. Oh, this is cool. Roses. Look at that. Glowing rose inlays. Oh, that's nice.
Thank you for that orb.
Oh yeah,
You're welcome.
like a huge orb.
Okay, here come from the update notes. From April the 10th. All veins have been changed so that metals of the same tier are now combined. Copper appears alone as it's the only tier 1 material. Iron has been paired with tin. Tungsten has been paired with silver. Cobalt has been paired with gold. Mithril has been paired with rubicite.
Mithril and yeah, that's why mithril and rubicite. But it doesn't state which tier they now are. Or have they changed the tiers at all or not? Like, it's weird.
I'm not sure really because my first instinct was to go to the inventory.
Yeah, I just crashed.
Yeah,
Congrats.
And the,
Me too.
I knew it was coming close because I was hitting like 4 frames a second.
Yeah, according to
I'm
the
down to 3.
inventory, iron ore tier 2 material. Whereas, were we talking about silver?
I don't know what we're talking about anymore, honestly.
Yeah, it's definitely a tier 2 thing because tin and iron are tier 2 and they're paired together.
Oh, I forgot to answer that thing from Orderly Natures there. With the bug wings. How would you guys go about making bug wings? Pixel it?
I guess it would depend upon the size. I've seen some people use microvoxels to kind of make stuff look thin, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll wait till the glass is there, I think.
Yeah, that's true. You could do it. You could probably do that. Depending on whether they are going to be like 3D, like bend in 3-dimensional space, or just like 2D fairy wings kind of things. That's where I would probably just pixelate it and smooth it. Make it block by block Minecraft style, then smooth it. But that's my method. I'm not really a master sculptor. Oh, I had to go. If anyone hasn't, you should come have a look at the awesome rainbow unicorn pink ducky, rubber ducky, in the nighttime. It's pretty sweet.
Kylan's, to answer your question on a final note, the silver is a tier 3. It's no longer paired with iron. But you should get some silver, some tier 3 things on tier 2. So we're recommending tier 2. So you'll get some tin, but you'll get some silver, but silver will be rarer on the tier 2 zone. But you'll get your other, you'll get your iron there in abundance.
It's confusing. Someone is doing another palette down here with all the materials, it seems. Like, absolutely all the materials.
The rubber ducky crashed me.
I'm gonna go have a look. Oh, it's a beautiful rose up here in all shininess. Oh,
Sama in chat says the game looks really cool. Is it worth buying? Obviously, you're kind of asking the wrong crowd now. Pretty much everyone in here has bought it or been given it. So yes, I would say so. But it depends what kind of games you like. I mean, if you like, for example, Minecraft, those kind of games, you're probably gonna like this, depending on why you like Minecraft. There's not much challenges in this game yet. There will be PvE and PvP as well, I believe, at one point. There isn't yet. So far, you're just building in it, which is challenging enough in many aspects. There is a lot of things to discover. It's a very complex way of building things. If you do decide to buy it, and I just wanted to squeeze this in, which is why which I do the whole time. Please use my promo code that you can find further down on the page. That way we'll get more stuff to give away. The channel will get stuff giveaways like these super jump anklets. So just keep that in mind. You can find that further down on the Twitch page. But yeah, I'd say it's worth buying. You can also win it over on my, and many places, but you can win it over on my Facebook page. If you don't want to buy it, if you don't have the money for it, you can head over to my Facebook page, sign up for the competition there. You'll see the rules instantly when you get there. You can win beta codes, founders packs, and lunar anklets currently every day. And now we're. Oh, that was the orb. I was like, what's glowing so much over here?
Also, it's worthwhile knowing that when the game actually is released, it's going to be free.
Yeah.
So it's only if you want to be in it earlier that you might pay for it, or more so for us, I think, because you really want to support them in their concept of this game.
Oh yeah, honestly,
so majority of us wanted to fund them, didn't we?
If you want to spend the money on this, it's basically like backing a Kickstarter game, except you can already see what you can do in it. So you're backing a project that isn't released. Remember, there's a lot of early access bullshit on Steam and such now, and people have expectations to games that isn't released yet, and people are frankly getting bored of games before they are released because they expect it's in early access so I can buy it, and they expect to have a full game. This is not the full game. It's pretty awesome for not being a full game though, but still.
Yeah, for instance, do you want to tell Suzama about some of the things that aren't released yet?
No, you go ahead. I'm gonna provide a camera.
Okay, I'll let you go. For instance, combat's not in the game yet, and we're not sure when that's coming in, but it will be. Also, there's no monsters yet in the game, but we're expecting that fairly soon.
No caves.
Oh, did you guys see that
caves
plant
are not
monster?
in the game yet.
No water.
Yep. Also, there's no
see a
water
screenshot
yet.
of that. It looks like a Venus flytrap.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a video on YouTube somewhere.
Yeah, someone posted that video on my. And sorry about forgetting who does what, everything, but someone gave me that on YouTube afterwards, or on Facebook afterwards. It's there. It's that gigantic flytrap thing monster. It looks awesome. Anyways, go on.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, really, isn't it? Anybody else think of any more things that I haven't mentioned?
Like movable water. It's gonna be a big thing.
Story breaks hasn't really been fully implemented, unless someone mentioned that. Or not really fully implemented, but implemented at all, I mean. But that will be in at some point, which will allow you to basically program NPCs or program AI to react in certain ways, to do certain things. They are talking constantly about the Landmark's version of Redstone, if we're going to connect it to anything, which will be probably more like a type of visual scripting in order to make, for example, your claim be a capture the flag game. Could be. You could set rules like that. that's something they're talking about. I don't have details on it, but that's something that are absolutely planned. Some way of programming functions in game using a visual scripting type thing, sort of the same way you would use Redstone, or the same result anyway.
Yeah, make your own dungeon.
Yeah, make your own dungeon kind of. That's going to be very interesting.
Mm.
And if they're also gonna involve farming, any type of farming.
Are they? I haven't heard anything about that, but
No,
that would be
I
cool.
I keep asking about farming, but nobody's giving me answers.
Yeah, I want to. There's probably going to be like hunger and those kind of things in here. So, yeah, I wanna be able to farm stuff. I like farming stuff.
Also, Susanna, you've got the situation with classes. In Landmark, there won't be classes per se. It's all effectively being called the adventurer class. When you equip different tools, that is effectively giving you class abilities. So you might put on a certain type of robe, which will give you certain abilities. You might equip say a mage's book, which might give you magic. If you put on armor, you'll have a mage's book and armor. That will give you the fighting capabilities. The mage's book will give you the magic. It will work more like that. And also the whole thing leads, though it is a separate game and is not going to disappear, Landmark is the stepping stone to the bigger game, EverQuest Next, which will have a lot more in it, but will include certain characteristics from Landmark.
Very true. And we were actually talking about last night. We started talking a bit about EverQuest Next again too, which is yet another thing to be excited about. Very excited about. Does anyone know approximately? Have they said anything about when that is planned to be, even in beta? EverQuest Next, I mean.
No, I've not seen anything said.
We're probably gonna hear some stuff about it when they get it live fest of them.
SOE Live, yeah.
Yeah,
I
there's
think they will
that.
give a lot out of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, logically it's going to have to be something to do with the yeah.
Well, they might just focus that whole thing on that H1Z1 thing. For all we know.
Don't get me going. Don't get me going.
So for those of you who never, okay, not stay away from it.
Yeah, stay away from it.
I'll
Stop
do
it,
something,
stop
and
it.
I'll promote something anti-SOE though in that case, because in case people are not aware of it, if you're an old Star Wars Galaxies player and you were a bit disappointed to hear that what Smedley referred to as Star Wars Galaxies players being able to come home in a tweet a while ago, and then that being the new zombie survival game, there is a game that are being worked on, has been, I kickstarted back to like 2 years ago approximately. It's called The Repopulation, and it's really very, very inspired by Star Wars Galaxies and a bit like Ultima Online as well. And I see this finger has now become smoothed. Awesome there, Natasha.
When that one comes out, can we do some Twitches on that? Because I'm going to be in there, you know.
Absolutely. That's probably what I'm. Yeah, whenever that comes out. And the thing is with that game, I was looking into it again because this happened, so I started to look at that again. I'm not sure how offensive this is, so I'm gonna turn another way. There we go.
Yeah, no, don't go too far on that one.
No. I was that was my image right now. I was just filming that finger. On the topic of the repopulation, it's doing its third round of Kickstarter backing now, and I think it's looking for like I can't remember how much it was, 17,000. 170,000. I don't know. It's the third time, and they're successful every time. They raised a ton of money, so they should be pretty well funded. One of the things that I saw there is that the alpha, like the private alpha round 3 or something, which is like the first thing you can get into as a backer, is supposed to start actually in April this year. Then the next ones, didn't say any date, but the private alpha round 3, which is the first one Kickstarter backers could get into, is now. And I don't think I backed it enough, and so I'm probably going to spit in another $75 into that so I can get into that April version of it, because I really want to see how that game plays. Although I probably won't be able to stream anything from it during that. I'm not sure if it's in private alphas there's usually NDAs, which is kind of dumb, because you see how well Landmark is doing by allowing, like they released their NDA like 2 days after they implemented it, and that was a very good move by them. But we'll see. I like this beach chair, and too bad we can't sit in this game.
There's a giant Lego brick here that looks so cool.
It's nice. You got another orb of those for me?
No, but I can like.
This
I seem to have
Swapmeet is
missed a
just
lot.
looking so awesome.
What's with all the hands everywhere?
Hand
Oh,
Oh,
contest.
the hand challenge.
Yeah, we have a
The
hand challenge.
the handtastic challenge.
This one is
Well,
coming along.
I've completed my really awful hand up top. It's probably going to be the first and worst.
I think I'm done with
I've
mine as well.
stopped on
Mine.
mine because
This
so
one
much to
finger
do
is a
with
bit
3
weird.
bits per second.
Yeah, this one thing needs to be redone.
Yeah, there's one finger that is a bit creepy, but other than that, it looks good.
Salad fingers over here.
Meow, what's it? I didn't quite catch what is it that you want more info on. Rubber Duck Gaming says, will it be a totally different game from it will be a totally different game from EQ Next. It says summer 2015 is next planned. Okay, that's cool. So in 1 year. So we have a lot of Landmark time until then.
That's Northern Hemisphere summer, yeah?
So what's going on in 2015?
The
EQN next?
probably.
Really? Oh, that's a long way away.
And yeah, Northern Hemisphere summer, yes. That's right. But I didn't quite catch it. Which one is it that you want some more info on? Yeah, what's it? Because we were talking about both the Kickstarter there, the third Kickstarter going on now, mind you, for the repopulation. I mean, for if you're a Star Wars Galaxies fan, there is really only one game at the moment that it looks so much like Star Wars Galaxies 2. That's actually one of my only concerns with games like that, when they're too inspired by an older game. I don't like graphics I don't like old graphics. I honestly don't. Like, I mean, I'm not one of those people that can, you know, go back and enjoy pixelated games again. But it's not about pixels in that case, though. It's just like character models and everything. Things have evolved. I wouldn't play Star Wars Galaxies now if I had the chance. But I would play if someone took that idea and modernized it. That's what I'm looking for. Took those concepts. There's some pretty awesome stuff going on the very top floor here. If you haven't seen it, guys, we have some spaceships. Is this from?
It's like a laser cannon.
Yeah, one of them is. I don't know what it is, but it looks awesome. And this one here, is this the one from Battlestar Galactica, or is it something else?
Yeah, it looks like a raptor.
Cool. And this one, I don't know what it is either. The raptor is the well. Man, this is this looks scary. So back to yeah, what's it? The SVG alternative. It's called the repopulation. You just Google it, you can find it. It's and if you want in on it early, you probably have to hand over by 100 euros. You can see the reward tiers, $100 US probably. Not sure. I think I backed it with like $25 the first time. The rewards tiers are like the later you back it, the more expensive it becomes too. So like if you're in for the first round of Kickstarter, that's usually how it is. If they do multiple, so if you're in the first round of Kickstarter, then you can maybe pay like $50 to get the earliest alpha access. While as if you want the earliest alpha access, if it's at all possible on later Kickstarter rounds, you'll have to pay more. But I don't know. I don't know how they do it. You can read that on their Kickstarter pages and their official pages. But it looks awesome, and it has a lot of placing things, a lot of like turrets and houses and furniture and things like that.
I see they're both funded right now, the repopulations.
Yeah, the repopulation was funded back in 2012 actually, and they're just doing refunding campaigns, I guess. Like they're doing on different sites. One was on Kickstarter, then it was one on some other sites.
We like the money campaigns.
Yeah.
Give us more.
As long as people are willing to pay, I don't mind. And like, more money goes into that project, the better.
Yeah, I haven't had good experience with Kickstarter so far.
No, there's been a lot of crap on it, but we've had this discussion on multiple occasions actually. Hey, someone delete that. There is many bad things about Kickstarter, but I still kind of support it for the very fact that the amount of focus on sandbox games now compared to like 3 years ago, like that genre was just non-existent 3 years ago. With the
well, there was rubbish
really
like
thanks
Mortal
to
and stuff,
Kickstarter
which
a
was
lot
just
for that.
Wait, which game were you talking about there?
Mortal Online.
Mortal Online. I played that a lot. It was kind of fun, I thought.
I started playing it and just got ganked by naked people.
Yeah, that was the awesome part. That was just nude people running everywhere,
it was
ganking
really
you.
internet intensive, and that was when South Africa had even worse internet than we do now. So on a 384 kbs line, naked people lagging around killing me. I had no idea what was going on.
That's made by a Swedish company, if I don't recall wrong, and it's also made in the Unreal 3 engine, which is kind of a bad engine to make a large-scale MMO in my opinion. Not knowing a lot about engines, but Unreal 3 is more for smaller maps with very good graphics, with shooter. There's a couple of other MMOs that's been made in that engine too, though, but it was hardcore. That was the thing with it. I enjoyed it. I played it in before release mostly actually, and then gave up on it. It wasn't awesome, but it was one of the best at the time, because it had the whole hardcore thing. It had like
thanks whoever cut the hole underneath me.
What?
I was trying to work out the finger that was going all creepy, as you said, and as I placed it somewhere else to work on it and smooth it, somebody's cut a hole in the floor and then put it back again.
Wait, someone touched my hand while I wasn't looking.
Ooh, look at this spooky bunny here.
That's a spooky bunny indeed.
How spooky can a bunny get?
No, but
well, it has
I did
pink
smooth my
glowing
own hand
eyes.
back, if you were talking about that though. I removed it and put it back and then kept smoothing and put it away and back again,
Is this bunny in a hand?
It's not. Maybe it's not a bunny. Maybe it's a squirrel. I don't know, because it has kind of a bushy tail. No, that's not a bushy tail. It's a hand. Okay. That's a really evil bunny thing there, going with the. Imagine if its tail was like that.
Put an inscription in front of it: "Blood for the blood god."
For the blood god. Yeah. This place is becoming a work of art now. With the holes in the floor and the orbs and everything. There's still some space up top here, by the way, guys. If anyone has any templates they haven't placed and they're not too tall, you can squeeze them in on top here next to the spaceships and everything. Let's see what's going on in chat. Alright.
I love this effect that they've used on the orbs here with the fires inside of the objects. That's what I use in my forges. Just stick anderons or whatever they're called underneath the lava, fake lava.
Yeah. Yeah, Peter SK91 asks, is it worth buying the basic founders pack to get in, or is the wait time acceptable for closed beta? And as also DV700 pointed out in chat, this is closed beta, so if you can buy the cheapest one, the $19-20 one, and get in now. And if you do, remember to use my promo code. Find it in the bottom of the page, so we get more cool stuff to give away. And then it's open beta, so it will be free eventually. It's going to be a couple of months before that happens. These glowing things are making Landmark into a very party. Oh, by the way, someone copy my awesome gold bar. It's my only contribution to this thing. Look, here it is. It's a perfect
Except
gold
it
bar.
being your complete ownership of it, you know.
Yes. Mortal Online, though, there's something about that game that fascinated me, because yes, you were like the whole thing with the naked people. The naked people wouldn't stab you, generally.
They'd follow you and then use magic on you after a while.
The naked people were the rogues. First of all, for the okay, let's reminisce about that game too, because it was kind of awesome in its own way. The reason why people were naked was because they were thieves, and the reason they like in town they could always try and pickpocket you. So you'd always have like a train of naked men, and I mean really naked because everything was visible in that game. There was no underpants or anything.
Yeah.
You would always have a train of naked men running after you. Obviously, they were all thieves, and it's not like they were trying to hide, because everyone knew what they were. They were naked and they were running after you. They were just waiting for you to not move for a second so they could, like, you know, to pickpocket you. So you had to be constantly spinning around if you were in town, making sure that no one could stand still for a second. The worst thing was if you had to stand still to use the bank or something like that. It was always very dangerous. So you had that train of naked men running after you. The reason they were naked was because if they got caught pickpocketing you, and you typed or yell guard or something, then like that game had like this in-city guards that would come and instantly basically kill those thieves. But that could only be done if you had seen them pickpocket. They would have sort of like a flag for a few seconds, and you scream guard, and they will be killed. That's why they always run around naked. Outside of town, you would be killed by gankers generally. So you had to stay either and be assaulted by naked men in town, or be killed by gankers outside the borders of town, because the guards would not go outside the town borders. So it was pretty hardcore.
If they're naked, where do they store the stuff that you picked up?
They ran away until they lose the flag, and then they hide it in their bank, unless another thief pickpocketed them in the meantime.
Who the hell's making all these holes in the floor?
I don't know what that holes is about.
I might have done one, but I'm
this is more than one.
We have enough holes now, people. We don't need more holes. Thank you.
The really confusing thing for me with Morph Online was that due to lag, I never got very far at all. And spawning in a forest, random naked people were running around in lines as if following each other, generally behind someone wearing robes.
Yeah, that's...
And then they'd stop and watch you, and they'd just follow you for a bit, and whilst lagging around I can't have done much, I maybe chopped down a tree. And then suddenly they'd just go, oh, had enough, let's kill him. Bam.
The thing is, like, if you were to, like, if you got angry about those 10 naked people following you around and you hit one of them, they would yell guard, the guard would kill you, they would take your stuff. So, yeah, it was an interesting concept. But it's kind of, it's like old school hardcore.
A question here. I can't get these damn portal shards to work because I added you as a friend of server, but your name doesn't add up in the list, nor anyone else's.
You don't use the portal shards, you use your friends list and right click on his name and say teleport to it. Uses nothing, it's a free teleport.
The two things are on different cooldowns. Right. You have two ways of teleporting. So, like, you can use go friend list, right click the friend's name and choose teleport to us. The portal shard you only use if you want to port back to the portal spire or to your own claim from anywhere in the world, and that's on a separate cooldown. I think one is an hour and one is half an hour. I'm not sure.
System back after a crash.
I'm gonna read up on chat here a bit.
I've got a question here for me.
Go on.
They've said that you would have your name added if you bought the Trailblazer. What name do they add? Do they add your character name or your real name?
Don't know.
I believe when you signed up there was a about what you bother.
Your sound was breaking up there a little bit.
I was saying it seems like I remember when I filled it out, the thing to sign up, there was actually a box where you had to type in what you wanted.
Yeah, that would make sense to do it like that.
I don't remember a box like that.
Me neither.
I might be wrong. I might be thinking of something else, but
I don't remember it either.
So far away, I'm sure they, probably don't even know.
Your station handle is being said here.
Hella 13 thinks that they'll send us info about that.
Yeah, that might also be. I mean, for example, when you bought the Founders Pack, you were also told that you would get the different beta keys for your friends, but they didn't send those out until beta actually started. So they might just wait with doing this until it's time.
I think if I'm having my name put in it, I'd want my name, not my character's name or my handle.
By the way, just for chat here, I'm sorry, but my guy Moobot here that is spamming my links from time to time is confusing us a lot because he's linked all the links together in one long link, so it doesn't work. But you find all those links, just scroll down on the page a bit, and I have all the links down there. Not gonna do the whole promo thing right now, don't worry.
There you go, the finger's a little bit less creepy.
Let's see, is it the creepy finger? Oh, Lego! And they...
You see where I'm standing on right now? It's really sad.
I've just turned around and seen the most awesome axe.
Yeah, that was the first thing I got, is that axe.
Which one? On the second floor there?
Oh wow! Oh,
Yeah.
well done, whoever made that. What an awesome axe.
I thought that was the one you were looking at. Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
Beautiful. I'm not even attempting to copy anything at the moment. I'm going to wait till it gets quieter one day and come and do it then.
Yeah.
I think trying to attempt it at the minute would probably crash me.
I need to go gather some copper so I can keep this up for the next week or so.
Well, I was suggesting earlier you get community
the
copper.
problem might be the memory hole that they can't sort out yet.
There's no reason my computer should have any problem with this. I don't know why. I've got a FPS of 5 and 6 at the moment.
Well,
I've no
since I
idea
crashed
why.
and logged all the way out and cleared the cache, I've gone back up to 15, 16 frames per second.
Oh.
I really wouldn't be surprised if there's memory leaks. So.
Yeah, I mean it's to be expected in beta, isn't it?
They've introduced a whole series of new
even
problems
in when
in
the
beta.
game is first released, you're going to have things like memory leaks.
Yeah.
These things take years to get rid of, truly.
What is your ping at, people? Because mine is at like 2000 or something.
That's just weird.
2000?
Mine is going between 80. Oh no! Oh, I see what you mean. Yes, I mean it's going up into the hundreds.
Mine is at
not right. That
40.
can't be right.
Now you know my life. 200 is low for us.
I constantly am between 20 and 30.
Yeah, me too.
Huh.
Dutch
I don't think
server.
I've gone below 80. I mean, I'm
2000.
seeing hundreds sometimes though.
I'm gonna share another thing here if anyone wants. Let's see.
Ooh, I can build Tesla towers, I see.
Boyd, I think that
I don't know.
he might be
what
being muted in
Oh
there's
yes.
no reason for you to be muted in TeamSpeak.
No, I lowered his volume because he was coughing and throwing things around on the floor, or something.
All right. Well, you
So,
need to speak to Observer about that.
He's lowered on
Not
my
interfering.
thing because there was a lot of like crashing noises and stuff going on there, so I just lowered his volume. Sorry about that.
I don't know what,
Very well.
what the problem
Yes, we
is.
heard you very well.
If anyone wants a 128 wide circle with vacuum inside of it, this is it up top here.
As soon as I get away from the torches and the globes, my frames per second go from 10 up to 25, then back down to around about 17.
Well, that's very interesting to know, actually, because so then maybe, or fire, yeah, flames, yeah, it makes sense. Flames would take up a lot of your room.
Yeah, but it
Lot
might
of,
also be the
memory.
reflection of the flames in the metallic orbs.
Well, yeah, that too.
Yeah, because I have a really good internet since I live in Sweden, and I don't have this problem with any other game, MMO basically, but right now the ping is at 2000.
The problem with betas and alphas is that you can't optimize the game. The reason being that the game, when it's optimized, you lock a lot of things off, so you can't tamper with it so easily. So yeah, alpha and beta, you're going to have all sorts of slow things that will get a lot faster later. That just goes with the beast. Name of the beast, that one.
I'm only running on an i3 according to the minimum requirements. I shouldn't be able to run it at all.
Yeah, that shouldn't work. That's because the i3 doesn't have what is called multi-threading. Is that what it's called?
Mine's got multi-threading and it's 4 cores, so I haven't a clue what else i3s they've been looking at.
The only problem
You've also got to remember though that there's so many different versions of each of the if you look it up and you say, for instance, look at the i7 or i5, you'll see that there's something like 15 versions of it by about now.
Oh yeah, but they have lowered the requirements though. Or no, they haven't officially, but they did some changes between alpha and beta that considerably lowered the requirements for the game.
That's true.
I had less problems in alpha than I've been doing recently.
Yep, that also makes sense. That should be the case.
By the way, Void, I turn your volume back on now, so as long as nothing is crashing there, you can speak again.
Okay, my only problem with the game for now was that my memory usage keeps going up until my whole 16 gigs of RAM is eaten. Other than that, the FPS and ping are quite okay.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, that's because it's not trash collecting properly yet. In the program, what the program should do is it fills everything effectively in notional boxes, and those boxes need to be cleared out. But sometimes if something is missed during programming, there might be something or a lot of things that are writing to those boxes in memory but not telling them to empty, and so you might be getting a situation where a new box is being created, a new box is being created, a new box is being created, until eventually those boxes just eat up your memory because they're never being trashed.
Which is strange when I'm only running 5 gig of actual memory, but I'm running about 32 gig of virtual memory.
But yeah, I don't know. We're seeing a lot of differences in amounts of crash and what types of errors we're getting just from patch to patch at the moment. So I'm pretty sure that's gonna. We can't really be sure what it's gonna be like in any way just yet.
Yeah.
And people are doing things with these voxels, and they keep repeating this, and we all know it. People are doing things with manipulating the voxels that they had no clue was even possible. So all of those things are going to affect the world in different ways that they hadn't predicted. So it's probably not optimized for that in any way.
I hadn't even thought of that.
Observer, is the gigantic circle up in the air, is that the one with the vacuum?
Yeah, that's a vacuum one.
I'd
So
just like
could
to
you-
say...
could you-
Sorry, go on.
Yeah, sorry. No.
I'd just like to say to whoever's making the holes that you've really cut off the ability to move around. So if you're going to fill those holes with something, that'd be really cool, but you're going to need to do something about those holes, or basically someone else will have to.
Yeah. Yeah, my question was this. I had an idea basically to make a giant arch out of this circle, basically cut it into
An arch?
half, then smooth it out, but does that work?
Yes. Well, you mean like you want to flip it up and then like use a quarter of it basically to do an arch?
Yeah, and smooth it.
Yeah, you can do that. You should probably make it a little wider for that though too, because that one is only 2 wide. I would probably make it 4 or 5 or so at least if you're gonna do an arch. But you can do that just by adding things on the outside of it or inside of it. But yeah, it is vacuum. If you have trouble copying it, because someone might have used the delete tool within it by now, in which case it's no longer a vacuum. So in that case, you can always copy it from me up in my claim later if you need to. It should be a vacuum though. There should be anti-volume in between and around it. That's basically.
Yeah, because I have been.
Sorry.
Yeah, I've been looking for something like this because I am right now trying to make a cathedral roof, basically. So I thought of doing a giant arch and then paste it.
There's a whole where someone had. Where's that? Where there's a collection of circle sizes. There it is. On this 3rd floor.
You have a video on the I lost the word for it. What you were just saying.
On arches?
The yeah, in between the vacuum.
Oh yeah, I haven't done a video on that yet. I'm probably doing it this evening actually. We'll do a building in vacuum type video. It's not complicated. It's actually very easy, but I think it's a method that is not spreading as fast as I would have thought because it's so useful. It's not like manipulating with stuff like microvoxels is, where you're just like decorating and doing weird things, or even inlays where you're doing weird things and cool patterns and stuff. With this vacuum technique, it's very, very super useful for pretty much anything you want to build in pieces when you don't want to construct the entire thing at once. For example, like I was talking about before, I'm doing a larger version of this observatory here. And I built the whole thing with the dome without these shutters on top. So I'm going to build those later. If I were to build those later without building them in a vacuum, when I copy them onto here, I would cut a square hole into the dome of the observatory.
Oh, that's what you mean. So you mean you built this arch in the official ground layer, like heel tool layer?
No, that's the thing. You don't have to do that. That was the first discovery of these. Like, I know what you mean. But you can do the same thing just by healing an area of normal air above ground, and then building within that healed air, and then copying things out of it, and you get the same effect without the distortion.
So you should just make sure that the entire area is healed within the circle.
Yeah, so long as it's above ground, and that's why I'm calling it a vacuum technique, because you're basically building within air that isn't solid air, you know?
Ah, okay, yeah.
In high seas defense, I just want to say that it looks like the only reason the holes were there is because high sea is in the middle of building something, and because it's complicated and in depth, it's taking time with the holes. But I can see the high seer is filling those holes in nicely and what have you.
That's fine.
In high seer's defense, someone else had commented just now as well. It's just that it's taking some time. That's all. But
that's fine.
It's looking cool, and they're being filled in.
That's fine. Just so long as, because for a second there, it could, if you don't know what's going on, it could look like something is just going around making holes in the floor, you know. So.
Yeah. No, it's looking awesome. What's being built? It just required. It was built in a certain way, and then and I can see. Yeah, I get now why they are the way they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're being filled in nicely and looking cool too.
Absolutely.
Might want to turn the observatory.
What?
You might want to turn the observatory to because you've got the constellations here. That's what I mean.
Oh, right. Yeah, I'm gonna twist. I'm gonna go up to my observatory now and see if I can.
Bilbo Fraggins. Bilbo asked you heal the air and build in the air. That's correct. Basically, you're looking at nothingness. You're selecting it with the selection tool, and you're healing the nothingness. But in actual fact, it's made a zero or voided, a void area allows you to do that.
I'll do a quick demonstration up here for people.
Oh, that'd
There will
cool.
be a tutorial out later. If you haven't checked out my tutorials, there's a whole playlist of tutorials. There is even a link to it at the bottom of my Twitch page, so you can check that out. But if you want to see exactly what I'm referring to here, essentially, someone is in the shower, it sounds like. So what you do is you select an area where you want to build something, like here, and or a little taller. Then use the heal tool on that area. So if this was underground, it would now restore the ground here. So it has to be somewhere where there was never ground. So it has to be up in the air somewhere. That's why my platform is above ground, because it's basically a vacuum platform. So we heal that area, and then you build whatever you want to build in there. For example, I'll start to build with these. I'm just going to build like a weird pattern now. And that should be about it. I'm going to circle it up a little bit just to demonstrate. Okay, that should do. So we can use that, or we can play around with it a little bit. Like we can copy it on top of each other, do that same thing that you do when you do like organic curve extrusion. We've been have videos on that too. It's a known technique, and you place them on top of each other. Then there we go, like 3 times.
That's an important question here. Yes, but how do you know where the healed air is versus the non-healed air?
Because it's, well, you can, usually I heal the entire platform here, but now I know I'm within that area, but you just have to remember what air you healed. You draw like a selection box and click the heal tool on the selection box. So that's it. So the only reason we do this is because now we can grab the center part of that, and it will be a nicer version of this. Like it won't have the things that comes with the smoothing on top. Now the thing with this now is that I can put it down in the ground there, and it doesn't have the air box around it that it would have if this was not built in healed air in a vacuum. I would have deleted a square around here, because air is a solid material. So I would have deleted it. It would be like this, but on top of ground basically. But when you don't do that, you can put it into things. You can also make it, let's see, this is a bit glitchy. The one I'm about to do now, it might not work perfectly, but you can, let's see.
Some people are getting a little confused, because could you show what happens if you were to do that in a non-healed area?
Yes,
and then try and stick it in the ground.
So let's see, that's as simple as basically I copy it over here. Copy it over here. Now I'm in an air area. If I copy it from here, I think so anyways. If I copy it from here, then paste it onto the ground. Okay, that actually wasn't an air area. let me do the whole thing. Sort of.
Also, it's important, you have to use the heal tool. It's no good trying to use the delete tool on the air. It will not have the same effect.
Yeah. Actually, what I can do is, if I were to do this, one way you can mess this up is, in fact, if I were to select this here thing, this has the vacuum around it now, so it would work. One way you can mess that up is by selecting that whole thing. There we go. And then using the paint tool on it. Let's use this metal. If I were to paint it, it should now be destroyed. If I copy it, paste it, there we go. Here's what happens if you have solid air around it. You're copying the air too. Air is solid. That should demonstrate what I mean. So that's the thing you're avoiding. And that's the way that's the reason I can do this. Let's see if I do that same thing here with the solid ones. Let's see. Oh. Sorry about that.
Music.
Standard ringtone.
So if I were to do this now, I would cut into this. You see how that cuts into the other shape because there is a solid air between here? Well, here it doesn't. It links up a little bit though, but this part cuts. So
I'll just go build a vacuum room, so it's a room where there's always a vacuum. Done.
Yeah, but you like every time you do anything in there, you will mess it up again. So you probably have to like. That's why this platform, I regularly just clean up everything here, do vacuum before I start building anything. Like that's also why I have this gigantic pole on the side there, so I can get all the way to the top with my selection box easily and just vacuum the whole area.
Okay.
So that's what this platform is used for. It's quite practical.
You might want to, put the pole in front of your toolbox.
Yeah. I'm probably going to put this toolbox somewhere else, so I have like the entire platform to use that with, but it's going to be some other time. If anyone want to be locked in here, like who was it yesterday? Mikey DK, I think it was. Now is the time to do so. Let's see here. Dang it! Why can't I get my selection tool? There we go. And zoom. And now we do like yesterday and put a smaller hole so you can look out but not escape.
You're evil, man.
There's no escape from this.
There's no escape as in teleporting doesn't work?
Well, it does. There's an anti-teleport chamber. Okay, get out and I'll... There we go. Okay. So the ordinary stream is coming to an end. We are, we are nearing that point where, so this will be the end of the part that goes on YouTube. I'm going to continue streaming though for a while, but I'm going to take a small break, so I'll just leave this on, and the small break is just me making coffee, so I'll be gone for like 5 minutes and then I'll return. If you want to hang out, you can. If not, you're free to do something else.
You going to do any gathering later?
Probably.
Okay.
Just gonna hang out, keep the stream open.
Also, everybody, remember that Observer can be found on the join / join Observer in game, and he's quite often on TeamSpeak now, as well.
I try to be. I do. Sometimes I'm busy doing other things, like testing out other games to see if I can do a little introduction of that. I like to do videos on things that are in early beta or Kickstarter or stuff like that. But I test a lot of games that I never make a video about, unfortunately. But so find me there. Anyways, YouTube is where I do my thing usually. Twitch is more like where I hang out. As of very recently, as of Landmark, so you can follow here and come hang out with us. Yeah. So again, I mentioned it multiple times during this stream. Check out all the links below if you want to participate. For example, in those competitions for Lunar giveaways, Lunar anklet giveaways, and beta keys. And that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for joining the stream. We'll continue streaming, but this is the end of the YouTube one, and this is where I go to get some coffee and call my wife and see why she called me during the middle of the stream.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
See you.
Bye bye.
So Do you like the hand gemmer?
Right, so I've got...
I really...
So there's these microvoxel panels kind of up top by the observatory here, and some of them, if you paste them in, the ground around them will get distorted and like pulled either up or down.
I don't
some
know
of
if
them...
servers really switched the stream off. It seems to be running still.
No, he said he wasn't switching the stream off.
No,
the stream
right.
is still running. The YouTube stream part is ended.
Yeah, that one.
Ah, now I get it.
With the anti-voxel question, from what I understand is there seems to be a part of the voxel which gets that sort of anti-voxel magic property. So there's a certain side. What Gamer Dad showed us was he managed to make a multiple-sided anti-voxel. So on the sides of it, it won't affect the terrain around it, but underneath it still has the normal microvoxel properties. So underneath will distort and above will distort. And then he showed us a way to get around that by building, I think it was 2 voxels on either side. I need to have a look.
Yeah, it's up here by the observatory. There's like these ground panels, and they're at ground level. I don't know if they're just pasted into the ground. Maybe it's something like a combination of that heal tool technique that Observer was just talking about. I don't know. I don't know how to make these.
These ones. These ones Gamer Dad was doing, but I wasn't catching what he was doing when he did them.
Oh, hi there, Hunter Gang. I didn't notice you joined on.
Yeah, hi.
Hi.
Yeah, I'm pretty quiet, so.
Yeah, I think I'm done with this hand.
Yeah, I already gave up on my hand.
I
Yeah, me too.
just
Same
wish I had the old smooth. If I had that.
The way these inlays here worked is that the anti-voxels have the property of just inlaying.
Okay.
So you can just I'm not sure how he made these ones, but they just go straight in.
Yeah, I still need to look up and see how that works. But
They behave like a zero data, but I don't think they are zero data.
I wonder if it's possible to make them this size here, of these black ones, but allow them to just be pasted in. I don't know.
I really like the hand that is standing up here. That's quite a nice sculpted one.
The one with the orb in it?
Sorry?
The one with the white orb?
No, the one with the one that's blooded.
Bloody
Like
hand.
from the Adams?
I'll have to go check it out.
Or as finished as I'm gonna do it. Like I said, I wish I had the old smooth
It's
tool.
like
I could
Ruby.
so much more with the old smooth tool than the new one. New one just eats stuff up. I'm good for terrain modifications and stuff, but as far as sculpting,
I just wish there was a smaller sphere to actually smooth with.
yeah, agreed.
Yeah, that's a big orb. It's a smaller one.
Oh. Yeah, this hand is creepy. It's got the blood. It's like a severed hand.
Yeah, but it's nice. It's nice sculpted, and I think that if you turn that around, it will be it will look really nice.
Looks almost like the
If
black
you turn
and
it
white god
upside
hand.
down.
Yeah, it's inspired by what was it, Maestro, whatever from. It was at EQ1. Like the hands.
Yeah, but if you remove the bloody part of it and turn it around,